Hello, good morning. It's Sunday, June something, 2026. I've got a couple of runts. Along with this one. I have a Roma tomato here. It's still growing in this tray. Actually, there's two of them in there. And they're still coming along pretty well and fairly sturdy. So I thought I would dig this one out right here on the end. And I'm gonna put them in a pot. And I'm just gonna grow them on the deck. If you've been with me for a while, I have this thing. Hey, you wanna move out of my way a second? Can I sit here? What are you doing? Sorry, sidetrack. I have been trying to grow tomatillos now for a couple of years. About, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, my oldest had a community garden plot in town here. He since lives in another state, but that year he was down there, he grew these tomatillos that were so cool. I thought they were the coolest thing I'd ever seen. So the last couple of years, I've been trying to grow them from seed. And just recently, like within the last month, he and I were talking on the phone, my oldest and I. And I was telling him, hey, I think I'm doing all right. You know what he said? Mom, I didn't grow those from seed. I bought those at a store. So, I feel fairly proud of myself. I don't know if I have a long enough growing season for them to really get moving and produce some fruit, but I'm willing to give it a go, because more than likely he bought them this size and put them in the ground, you know, at the end of May. So they had 8 weeks, or what? It's not 8 weeks. It's only been a couple of weeks since the end of May. So anyway, let me move him. They're coming along. I have a whole bunch of other little ones. It's kind of a mishmash in here too, but there's a tomatillo here. And they're still in these very little ones, and I should probably pull them out and, you know, pot them on. He's still pretty wee yet. Got a couple extra peppers, you know. This one I thought I seeded Nicotiana. Nope, I think that's just one of my Snapdragon seeds that fell in there instead. So I had one plant this year that I grew myself, which is fine. It's huge and I love it. So anyway, I thought if you wanted to sit out here with me, oops, sorry, Vine, setting stuff down on stuff. It's a beautiful day. It's about 66 degrees, which I had to look up is about 18, 19 degrees Celsius. It's a nice day. Got some lettuce growing here. Kind of starting to flower. That's fine. But in the meantime, I can eat on it. So, I'm gonna put that Roma in here. And I'm hoping this pot will be large enough. Just keep it there for the season. Sorry, eating my lunch. Okay. This is probably not the safest place to put myself, right? I could fall backwards. I'll be all right. Got some soil in my bucket. This is bought in, just a generic, well, it's not generic, right? But it's your regular, the stuff everybody buys. Just regular potting mix, nothing special, nothing extra, you know what I mean? Like it's not, and above ground, it's not for seedlings, it's just regular potting mix. It's the cheapest I can get a hold of per volume. So, I don't know what, the sun's kind of warm. I'm gonna take that off, lose a layer. All right, I have soil in here. Let's put a little more in there. How's your day going? Having a good weekend? I have a wedding anniversary next weekend. 24 years. Can you believe it? I don't know, man, time just passes, you know? It's not really a secret to that one. Should I grab my dagger? I should grab a knife. Cut this out. I'm just sort of digging through here with my fingers because the soil isn't that deep. I'm hoping I'm gonna lift it out of there. Come here, big guy. You know, it's got a nice little root ball on him though. It's been growing in there for a minute, you know? It's doing all right. So, I'm gonna throw him in there. Pebbles and all. There's only a few in there, so it's not a big deal. That's pretty good, actually. What else we got in here? You know what that needs? A bunch of other stuff. Some feta. Some olive oil and little cherry tomatoes. You're on your way. There we go. There, didn't disturb him too much, right? He's in there, he's looking good. Give him a little more room. Got some bell peppers in there, maybe I should prick those out and pot those on. And some weeds, I don't know, just wayward stuff. I don't know. This one looks a little goofy. I'm starting to wonder if some of my plants didn't get sprayed or the overspray didn't come in and land very early on and I didn't notice it, and there were only a few of them that were hit, because I'll have some that were nearly right next to each other and they, you know what I mean? So I'm wondering if they didn't get dusted while they were still up here on the deck. I had some morning glories. Let me show you these ones. That we put about, oh heck, 10 of them in here, and they all came up and they were looking really good. But we had some super hot days at the end of May. It was above 90, and I thought that the seedlings had gotten sun scorched, and because they all died back, right? And the few that are left in here, see how sort of wonky the leaves are coming out? Nothing I can do. So, except beg people to stop using, you know, that stuff. Here, I'm gonna put some grit over this too. I happen to have some right here. A little bit. Yes, I could probably put some more in there. Some leaves. Landscapers River Rock is what I use. I try to find the smallest I can find. Across the pond they use stuff called horticultural grit, but we don't really, I looked everywhere. So I buy in a bag of gravel, it's over here, and scoop it out and I rinse it out. This bucket has a bunch of holes in it. So give me 1 second. Why rinse it? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, a lot of times there's just like muddy sediment, which is not a big deal. But I worry, I don't know, just builder's materials sometimes, maybe cement or dust or, you know, whatever. I don't want to, so I just rinse it off quick. 1 second. big enough I can just pick it up? Not yet. Mind your way, bub. Huh? You want to get through there? Come here, small guy. There you go. And of course, once you know it, I have the sprinkler set up, so I'm not ready for anything. Just a second. I do like to rinse it out right over there on top of my hosta bed, so I kind of water them at the same time. They're sturdy enough. Just in case, anything, you know, I don't want to waste the water though either. That'll do. Come here, tomato. There. I do that in case you hadn't heard before. The grit, it's for drainage, but also it helps to keep the moisture in the pot so that it doesn't all just evaporate out of the top in a way, right? So, there we go. There, you can sit there. Water him in really good. He was pretty dry. That pan is so shallow, it dries out so quickly. There it goes. All right. That should do. You know, and the nice thing is, so I'll scooch him once they get really, really big because I don't have enough room to put a whole cage over him. I'll just set him next to the deck rail and tie him to it. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna dink around out here a little while longer. You have a good day.